What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tyler Crates YouTube channel. My name's Tyler. Hope y'all are having a blessed day. In today's video, we're going to be working on my 1978 Caveman camper. We're going to be fixing the roof. I'm going to take you guys inside and show you that this thing is indeed leaking. I should have caught it before this, but I didn't. It's a small leak, so that's a good thing. Down the road, I'll just show you guys. I did want to say this thing has not been on the road or has not been registered since 97. That's 25 years that this thing has not been on the road. So it's gonna be real sweet to be able to get it back going again here. So take you guys inside. I'm not gonna be using this ladder here to get up and down because this is broke. So in the last video I threw some paper towels down there, and yes, it continued leaking from the corner right there. You guys will see why here in a little bit when we get up there. That was me doing a test spot to see if it cleaned up. I'm gonna paint this white because it looks like it's from the 90s. So I was gonna replace this one, but this actually is a galvanized metal surround for this vent, whereas the one in the bathroom is a plastic vent, and you can see it's cracked. So at some point that will be getting replaced. Right now I am gonna seal it because I don't have the time nor resources right now. I didn't actually really plan. I didn't plan on having that happen, or else I would have ordered it for this video, but right now I'm gonna focus on other things and I'm gonna seal it. I did get up there a couple months ago and seal it with some like spray sealant. There was a Flex Seal brand and it worked, kind of. It also didn't work. So I got some stuff now that's like a paint on stuff and it's a lot higher quality. So I'm gonna get up there and do that. So I'm gonna basically show me sealing it, kind of how I do it. This will be the second time I've done this. I did this on a travel trailer a long time ago and it was way more in depth than this. It was a bigger travel trailer, but this thing actually shouldn't be too hard. It's like, wham! I'm so excited. I want this camper so bad to be on the back of the 77. Like, what's funny is this thing's a 1978. Is that right? 78? These things are a year apart. That's crazy. I didn't think about that at all. That's crazy. I just genuinely did not think about that. This 10 foot. Oh wait, what? 10 foot. Oh, maximum reach is 14. So 14 foot, 14 foot ladder. So yeah. Some Henry Durabrite white. And there's your dude rolling it on. I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna roll it or paint it with a paintbrush, like a chip brush. It needs to be mixed, so we're gonna get it mixed up. It stinks too, so. And here we go. No, don't be doing none of that. I'd say that's probably done. So we're gonna head up on the roof now and I'll show you guys what we're gonna be doing and how we're gonna be doing it. I need to go grab a box knife real quick. On the roof. This is a roof that has the back supported. So from right here over is supported to be stood on. First spot I'm sure leaking is right here at this roof vent. I showed you guys this. Obviously I tried spraying it and that did not work. This is what leaked though. This leaked bad. A whole bunch of water collected right here and it leaked. As you can see, it's all cracked out. Back there it's got a giant hole. I do have a new one of these that we're gonna be putting on because this thing is not long for the world. So and then over here it's all jacked up too. I'll be resealing this. I don't have one of these right now. One of these, and I'm just gonna buy the whole thing because as you can see it's cracked in a couple spots. I think it's also cracked over there, right there. So this escape hatch here looks to be good to go. I'm gonna have to get the new vent or a new cover at some point because it's cracked out pretty bad. We're also going to be resealing that. As usual, that's one of the spots that always leaks. So. When you do this, you want to make sure you're pushing really hard on the drill, because chances are some of this wood maybe has some rot to it, or it's soft. From the factory, it's a soft wood to begin with. So when you're pushing, it just helps that screw to get down in there rather than partially stripping out the wood that it's already been drilled into. Oh, that was a little too much. I'd say that's pretty darn good. Now, I don't know if this is necessary, but I am going to go around this with a bead of caulking just to add some extra protection. I don't know if it's a good idea to just use that stuff by itself, so I'm feeling like I should go around this outside with a bead of caulking and then let that dry, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the paint, or sealant. All right, everybody, I got a rag up here now. I'm going to just do an extra wipe. If you really want to get serious, you can get an actual like degreaser, like solvent up here. Not degreaser, but like acetone or something. So let's make sure we got it clean. Looks good to go. I'm going to be using some of this DAP fast dry latex caulk plus silicone paint in 20 minutes. I'm going to wait a little longer than 20 minutes, but yes. Okay. Let's see here. Hit. Hit. There we go. And you want that facing down. There we go. It's been a long time since I've used this stuff. When you're doing this, you can't be afraid. You gotta get in there, wipe it in. Just like that. Definitely bring a rag. Oops, starting to cure out already. Wow, that stuff cures quick. Maybe because it's hot up here is why. Quick, add some more. Note to self, don't touch the stuff after it's been sitting for any longer than like 30 seconds. There. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, which that will be dry here quite quickly. And then we will come back and fix that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take you guys down below and we are going to get the vent deal taken off so I can show you guys how to get that fixed up. And well, I guess while we're at it, we'll wash it and make it all clean because it's disgusting. Got a screwdriver here. So what you're gonna need to do is take this off, this handle, this little doodad here. Maybe it'll come off. Okay, that came off. We're gonna go ahead and wash all this because, you know, it's disgusting. That right there, we're gonna take that off. I mean, I planned on doing this anyways, but it actually looks like I needed to do this anyways because that's how this thing comes out, is by taking screws out. And I was gonna clean it, like I said, anyways, so. What in the heck? What's up with that, dude? Someone put paper around that screw head. That was really hard to get off. Guess we're just gonna take this whole thing off here. Apparently. That's disgusting. Show you guys that in just a second. That thing is gross. Okay, now that's out. Our wood actually looks immaculate, other than that wonderfulness, because someone didn't know what they were doing. Which, go figure. People never know what they're doing. I'm actually not going to put this back in because I need to paint this. But I will show you guys washing it, so you get to see the satisfying wash. There's going to be 2 screws here. One on the back. And then this whole thing comes out. Okay. I'll have to clean that and lubricate that so it rolls nicely. Usually what you'll see around these is this wood will be just complete junk around this, and I mean it could use some reinforcement, but honestly it's not too bad. Sometimes this wood can just be complete junk, like it falls apart, but it's actually not that bad, surprisingly enough. This is wet here, which sucks. Well, I'll have to make sure that dries, but looks like there might be a little bit of mold or something there. I'm gonna paint this in here actually with Kills paint, or not Kills. Oh yeah, Kills paint. Paint in here. So, and before that, I might spray it down with something. I don't know. We'll see. But this is all gonna stay out. I'll show washing that thing because it's disgusting. But hello, everybody. Yeah, I guess I can show you guys how gross this is. This might be where the majority of the smell is coming from, because all the cigarette smoke went out through that, and that thing is rather foul. When I wash that, I will be wearing gloves. You can be sure of that. It's disgusting. So here's a little mechanism right here. We're washing this too. So disgusting. I'm gonna wash my hands, show you guys a close-up. I was talking about yeah, there's something right there, those little dots. So we'll nip those in the butt. Not too bad though. I've seen way worse than this. Like, most people know, like, when it gets bad, this is that's nothing. When it gets real bad, it gets real bad. Anyways, so I forgot what I was gonna say. So we're gonna give this some time to dry. I'm gonna go like eat something, and then I'll come back out, show washing that stuff so you guys can see how nasty that stuff is when it gets washed, how gross it is. And then we'll come back up here, and by that time this should be fully cured out on top, that silicone. I have to get up there and actually get the silicone and put a nail in the end of it so it doesn't cure in the tube. But then we'll paint that, and by that time, we'll move on to something else. So, yeah, let's keep going. Mega disgusting. Now I know why someone had paper shoved up in there, because they broke it. Figures. It smells so bad. As you can see, there's a good comparison. Oh, this thing is so gross. I don't know why people smoke. Here's a comparison for you guys. Yeah. That's why you don't smoke. Wow, maybe we won't be replacing this. Look at that. That is amazing, y'all. Definitely not expecting that to come out as clean as it did. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is way cleaner. I was not expecting it to turn out that good because, well, I didn't really know how old it was. It's almost like the stinking targarine from the cigarettes preserved the plastic because it's like brand new color. It's weird. Obviously this right here is not that color because this has seen the sunshine. But, so very, very surprised at how clean that came out. And this thing here, I'm obviously gonna re-grease that little dude down in there, and we go to put that back together. But now we're gonna jump up on the roof and seal the that deal up there up. Good morning, everyone. It is a new dawn and a new day. Yesterday I was gonna outro, but there needs to be some more work done. So I'm gonna show you guys what all I got done, because I think it's probably been a while since I've talked. I have like triple coated this here. It's oh, that's water in there. That's kind of unfair. It's pretty good. It needs to cure a little bit more. Did that. I did all that. I gotta replace this. I don't know if I said that already. That one's galvanized, the base where all the screws go in, and this one's plastic. And I think I already showed you guys all that, but it's weird how it mounts to another base below it. I'm not sure about that. It's kind of odd. Got that done. There. Up here, surprisingly enough, this actually was sealed for the most part. So this is an escape hatch, by the way. Y'all should totally subscribe. Thanks. God bless. Smiley face. But so this right here is an escape hatch. I think it's a 22 by 15 inch escape hatch if anybody needs to look that up. It was sealed well around the outside, so I didn't really need to tear any of that up. Surprisingly enough, stepping next to it, what's weird is back there is supported. So right along there, there's a piece of like 1/2 inch plywood or something under there. This is all not supported, and what I think I'm going to do here is, because I need to replace the roof that's the bed is directly under here. I think I may try and reinforce this a little bit more so we could have chairs up here or something, or you could lay up here, because you can't really lay down there. Maybe if you've ever wanted to sleep on top of this, I don't know. You got all this room up here, and it's kind of lame that they only made that spot reinforced. I'm sure rules and regulations, because you know that's totally going to keep you from falling 15 feet down. Next up we got this here. What the heck is all that from? I don't remember that being there. That's kind of weird. I don't remember any of that, but we got this. I got to do another coat on this morning. This whole thing needs another coat. This is a pinch weld, so it's pinched together, and the machine, there's like a machine pinches that. So, because I'm assuming when they made this roof, they laid the skin over from front to back. So I'm gonna do that, and then this morning there are some spots where the silicone has come up. There's some areas like this where the silicone I can't even really, I mean I can kind of peel it off. Let's see. Oh, well, here, let me get you guys a better example. This whole area actually looks to be junk, so this is a bad example. Over there I can't get the silicone off. It's really good, so I'm gonna go along and re-silicone this edge. I don't really need to show you guys that because it's just me ripping disgusting old silicone off and redoing it. It's wet up here, so I need to get a towel up here and dry this all off as well, and dry that off so I can start warming up and being prepped for paint. And then while I'm letting that dry, I'll actually do the silicone. So yeah, it's nice that this roof's metal. It definitely, you can tell it's flimsy, and me walking around up here is not great for it. But you can tell from here to here, it's way sturdier here. And even here, it's feeling a little mushy. So we're going to see if we can strengthen this roof up, because these campers always are notorious for having really junky roofs. But yeah, and then we'll also put I'm not going to put the bottom piece of that on because I need to paint down there, but I will put on the top cover, because obviously I don't want rain getting in there. So that stuff's disgusting and it stinks, and I'm glad that that's over with. But I'm going to get down off the roof here, and I'll catch you guys when I am done caulking. Yes, pardon me if it's a little blown out. It's extremely hard to record up here because everything is super reflective and super bright, or it's a dark shadow. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright everybody, it has been a little bit since I recorded. I do want to say this video was a little hard for me to film for some reasons, but I won't go into that. Just know that not all my videos are like this. If you're a new viewer, actually none of my videos are like this. Usually I'm talking over them, and usually I'm doing more narration, but there was some other stuff going on around me where I couldn't do that, and I don't really like voicing over. I actually really prefer not to voice over my content. I'd rather you guys just watch it and you can visually see what I'm doing. But it's late in the day now. the roof's done, basically. It's pretty much done. We had some issues, and I'll get up there and talk about it, but other than that, I just wanted to say that because the previous clip, I just got done editing to the point that you just saw, and I noticed that like the last part of that clip was basically no talking, and you can hear in the background why. So other than that, just know my videos are definitely normally not like that, and I'm trying to get away from that type of stuff, but it's difficult. Anyways, let's get up on the roof and talk about what I did. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back up here. As you can see, I got everything cleaned off. I pretty much ended up having to silicone everything. All these corners, everything I ended up siliconing. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the silicone. There we go. Areas like that I didn't end up siliconing, but the silicone is dry. Silicone's actually quite easy to apply, so I just wanted to make sure. I basically went over everything. So there's a piece of old silicone there. I went over that with new silicone. I siliconed that. I didn't do these because this ladder has to come off in order for me to fix it. This morning on that last clip, we had a major issue where that water in the clip made all of this re-react, and it was completely unreacted. It unreacted. The water like made it all super soft, so I had to scrub everything off and redo it. I'm sure I'll be up here recoating this again at some point, but for now this is good enough because you don't realize it, but there's caulking under that and some that cured out under that, and that's really thick. So I ended up doing this one coating there, and then just you can see where I went along and caulked. So I'm gonna wait until next video to put that on, I think, because, well, shoot, y'all, I told you I'd put it on. That actually needs to go on. Let's put that on real quick. I was gonna not put it on, but I need to put that on because I can't trust the weather right now because it's starting to change. That needs to go back on. So let's get that back on real quick here. So these have tabs that you can bend down. One of them's already bent down, so the way it works is it's a slide fit, so it slides on there, gets pushed across, and now it's officially on. What you have to do now is take that and feed it up through there, so you'll go like this, like so. I just remembered I need to grease this, so I gotta real quick grease this, but I will get this all on and then show you guys that it works. And then it obviously poses like that, and you can see where it sits. So this thing actually works. Also, if you're ever installing one of these, they always face backwards, so the vent is opening away from the wind, because if this opened into the wind and you left it up, it would bust this off when you're going 60 down the highway and stuff, versus if you were to leave it cracked like that going forward, that's the front of the camper, the wind goes over it rather than causing bad things. As you can see, that one's like that, that one's like that, and that one's like that, and that's how they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna get that hooked up and I'll come back to you guys real quick so y'all can get the old satisfying peel. Ta-da! Super clean, except for the areas where it wasn't covered. So let's get under there and put that other piece on. My camera just died, so I'm not gonna put the surround on because I said I'm painting it. I also think this roof may get some work done to it because I want to be able to get up on the roof of this thing and be able to walk all over it. And right now you can't do that without, it's just not real good for it. At the very least, I'd like to reinforce it. So I may rip these panels all off and maybe make some like 2x6 or 2x4 with some plywood inserts somehow. Or what I was thinking maybe I could do very possibly is take all the insulation out and slide pieces of plywood in. And that's a lot of work, but I just, oh, you know what? I can't do that, I don't think, because the roof on this is curved. That right there is square. It's not square up there. It goes like that. We'll see. I don't know. Up there, I for sure would like to make it stronger, but because at the end of the day, this is not that hard to fix. You just cut it along the wall, And even though it's sandwiched, so if you don't know how these ceilings are made from the factory, there's a 2x2 in there right there, and this panel gets stapled like that, and this panel sits over the top of that 2x2. So this panel goes another 2 inches back in there where I can't get to it. So what you do is cut along this, and then you can add some trim or something, or caulk it, or add wood filler. Usually you do caulking, or, well, you could do wood filler, but that's what all these seams are, is to hide the ugly. Well, the seams themselves are ugly, so. And this, I gotta cut this out regardless. This has to get cut out of here. This is rotten. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because at the end of the day, these project panels are 15 bucks for a utility panel from, I think, Home Depot. So, and that one for sure has to get replaced. That's no holds, that's all getting ripped out. And so, but I am gonna get this on, and then I'll show you guys that it works. Alrighty, obviously all of this stuff needs to get wiped off because it's really gross, but just to show you guys that it works, I did grease it up. It does go down a little hard, but there we go. Seals up and opens up. There we go. Now that I ran the grease through it, it's working a little bit better. So. Alrighty everybody, I would outro on the roof, but I'm really tired. I've been getting up and down the ladder a lot, and thankfully it is almost all done. Like I said, the vent that is in the bathroom has to get replaced, but that is something for another video at a different time. If you did enjoy this video, dropping a like and subscribing helps a lot. We're getting real close to hitting the first big milestone, which is 1,000 subscribers. That will be really cool. I say that every video, but we are getting real close this time, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about roof ceiling stuff, drop them in the comments below. It's all relatively simple. It's not super complicated. And alrighty everyone, thank you all for watching the video. If you'd like to watch any of the other videos, head over to the channel, check them out. May the Lord watch over you. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. God bless. Okay, that's good.